Hey friends, welcome back to our adventure stories. Today we're going to hear an incredible story from the Bible about three brave heroes, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These guys were super brave. Are you ready to hear their amazing adventure? Let's jump right in. A long time ago, in a big kingdom called Babylon, there was a king named Nebuchadnezzar. Now, King Nebuchadnezzar was super powerful, but he made a huge decision that wasn't so great. One day, the king made a huge golden statue, about 90 feet tall. Can you imagine how big that is? It was so shiny and bright you could see it from miles away. Then, King Nebuchadnezzar told everyone, "When you hear the music play, you must all bow down and worship this golden statue. If you don't, you'll be thrown into a fiery furnace." But wait, there were three best friends who weren't going to bow: Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. These guys loved God so much, they knew they could only bow down to him, not a statue. When the music played, everyone else bowed down, but you know who didn't bow down. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego stood tall. They weren't afraid to show their faith in God. Can you imagine how brave they were? Well, the king heard about these three friends who didn't bow to the statue, and he got so mad. He called them in and said, "I'll give you one more chance. If you don't bow down, I'll throw you into the fiery furnace. What God will be able to save you then?" Shadrach said, "King Nebuchadnezzar, we will not bow down to a statue. Our God can save us from the furnace, and we believe he will. But even if he doesn't, we will not worship your golden statue. We will only worship our living God." Whoa, talk about bravery. They knew that God was with them no matter what. They were so strong in their faith. King Nebuchadnezzar was so mad that he ordered the furnace to be heated 7 times hotter than usual. He told his soldiers to tie up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and throw them into the fiery furnace. It was going to be super hot. The fire was so hot that even the soldiers who threw them in got burned just by getting close. But do you think Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego were scared? Nope. Here's the amazing part. When the king looked into the furnace, he saw 4 people walking around in the fire, not 3. And guess what? They were not hurt. They were walking around like it was no big deal. And that 4th person? He looked like an angel, or maybe even God's special messenger. Can you believe it? King Nebuchadnezzar couldn't believe his eyes. He rushed to the furnace and shouted, "Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, come out of there, I need to see you." And when they came out of the fire, there was no smoke on them, not even a hair was burned. Their clothes were perfectly fine, and they didn't even smell like fire. That's a miracle. King Nebuchadnezzar was so amazed by what happened that he said, "Praise be to the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. He sent an angel to rescue them. He knew their God was the one true God, and no one should worship any god except him." And guess what happened next? The king gave Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego even more important jobs in the kingdom because of their bravery and faith. Isn't that the best story ever? Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego showed us that when we trust God, he can do amazing things. No matter what happens, we can be brave and know that God is with us. Just like these 3 heroes, we can stand strong in our faith. Thanks for joining us today, friends. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss any awesome Bible stories. See you next time.